We are Cory and Wallace, an early retired couple on a full-time journey around the world. With a passion for exploring new cultures, discovering hidden gems, and enjoying delicious local food, we are on a mission to experience as much of the world as we can.
Welcome back. We're in Istanbul, Turkey.
And today is our last day in Turkey. We've been here for just over 6 weeks now. We've just checked out of our hotel here at the Orient Occident Hotel Istanbul and heading over to the airport. And we are going to a new country.
Yeah, we're headed to Romania, which is a new country for us. So we're really excited, and come along with us and see how Romania works out.
We are now checked in and through passport control and security, and honestly, that was the easiest experience yet in all of our travels. Istanbul Airport here has the new X-ray CT scanner machines, so liquids and electronics stayed in our backpacks. They didn't need to come out.
Yeah, I'm really happy that they're going to that system. I think they're implementing them in Vancouver. If they're up and running by the time we get there, I will be so happy because that was so easy.
Such a pain in the ass. Yeah, and Vancouver Airport was always the worst. They were so picky with like all the little things that have to come out of your bags. They would basically deconstruct your nicely packed bag. So yeah, that'll be fantastic. But we are going to check the board, figure out which gate we're at, and then I think we're going to find a lounge. We're currently in the IGA lounge, which we have access to through our priority pass, and that map shows, that you are here and the whole layout of the lounge. This place is huge. It's a huge lounge, lots of seating, but it's actually very busy. Which is crazy because, I guess it's a contract lounge for airlines, I'm assuming. They also take priority pass, which is how we got in. You can also purchase entrance for €110 for a day pass, which is pretty crazy. Though this is a big lounge, there's lots of food options. We are a little pressed for time, so I didn't bother. There was a made-to-order pasta station, it looked like, but there was a huge lineup. There was also a pide station, like a Turkish pizza, which looked good, but the guy at the front of the line basically loaded up his plate and took everything that was available, and the guy working the station hadn't made any more yet. So, won't know. I've got like a little bit of, it looks like it's like a beef and eggplant dish with some rice, I think a falafel ball, I'm not sure, a couple of desserts, just for a little light snack, and yeah, that is pretty much that.
As usual for me, there's not a lot of options, so I just stuck to like fresh veggies and stuff. I'm sure that if I had more time and I could actually talk to somebody, they would actually be able to make me a meal, but that would take a lot more time and a lot more effort than we have, so I'm just not going to bother and just eat some fresh veg, which is totally fine. We're on board. Interesting fact though, because this plane is bigger because it's 242 configuration in the economy, but the overhead bin space is a lot smaller. This is the first time I've struggled to put my bag in.
Yeah, granted, that's with the yoga mat strapped to the back.
The yoga mat, I actually had to fold in half to get it up there.
Yeah, like this theoretically is a bigger plane. This is an Airbus A330-200. It is a wide body, like Cory said, the 242 configuration. Up until now, the last few flights we've been on A321 Neos, I think. But those had a little bit better luggage room up top. Could be they were newer planes, so they had a slightly better configuration. The seats themselves, were in the two A16A and B on the left side of the plane by ourselves. It's comfortable enough. We're short, so there's enough legroom. There's an in-flight entertainment screen. They even gave us earbud headphones and a pillow as well, which honestly for economy class I didn't expect. And the seats themselves also have like a little fold down footrest if you need that.
Which is really nice.
Yeah, so
I'm not complaining, it's just this is the overhead luggage compartment was a surprise.
And it's a full flight, it looks like, so it's probably going to be space up there is going to be at a premium, I would bet. But anyways, we've only got an hour and 20-minute flight, and then we're in a new country. This flight was only an hour and 20 minutes, about an hour in the air, and they served a meal. Even though we've got like only a half hour left, we actually got like this meal box. There's like a cheese and tomato sandwich. There's this chicken and potato salad, like grilled chicken, potatoes, and like lettuce and tomato. A chocolate pudding, a little plastic cup of water, and a drink. There's turbulence, so they're not serving hot drinks, so we've got juice. Yeah, like just super impressed for an economy flight that's only an hour and 20 minutes long, that they even bothered to serve a meal at all. I mean, it's not great, but it's better than anything Air Canada ever served us. So we're descending. We're at about 4,000 meters right now. The tray tables had to be put up, but people sitting next to us still had their tray of food from the meal service, so they had to hold that and wait for another flight attendant to come by with a garbage bag to collect those. Definitely really, really rushed. And I don't know, maybe because there was turbulence earlier, maybe they had to delay just a little bit because of that, and that's why it's so rushed at the end, but that does not seem normal.
Yeah, no, like at this point, usually like all tray tables are up and the flight attendants are in their seats. So I feel really bad for them. That's a lot of pressure.
Otherwise though, honestly, the flight has gone smoothly enough. I mean, it's a quick flight, so we're gonna get to Bucharest on time, and yeah, that'll be pretty cool.
What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end.
Onto a bus. Always fun. This is something we're not used to. So we just got off the bus. First of all, that was a really long bus ride.
That was the farthest I've ever had a plane park from the terminal.
And now we're trying to get in. The lineup to get into the airport is really crazy. And the hardest part for me is I gotta go pee really bad. So I'm gonna be waiting a while, and it's rough. It's not what I expected. I'm not used to waiting to get into the airport.
Okay. Customs took forever. I think we've been here for at least an hour now. Got through customs finally, got our bags. Unfortunately, our eSIMs with Airlo have stopped working here. Initially, Cory's phone connected, but then the signal dropped off. Mine never connected once we landed, so that's unfortunate. Also, unfortunately, the airport Wi-Fi here is spotty and doesn't seem to be working at the moment, so we have no Wi-Fi either. I think we're just gonna go head out, try to find an ATM, grab some cash. If the machines here don't charge exorbitant fees. And then we are going to try and grab a taxi to the city so that we can get to our hotel, and we'll deal with the rest from there.
We ended up getting a taxi at the airport due to the fact that our internet was out. Wallace has since figured it out, so yay.
Sadly, at the time, we couldn't figure out any other way to get a ride share since we couldn't access any of the apps without Wi-Fi or data on our phones. We also did stop in at the ATMs at the airport and check that out, but looks like they were going to charge like crazy fees, so we opted not to bother, and we'll just get by with credit card for the moment. One long taxi ride later, we are at our hotel, and it's another gorgeous one. This is Didn't need to go through the revolving door because, you know, there's a door right there, but they're fun. We are at the Marmorosch Autograph Collection Hotel and just checking in right now, and got a little sparkling wine as a welcome drink. So as we come up the stairs to the lobby here, you can see that this building is clearly very old. It is a 123-year-old historical building, and this used to be the first commercial bank here in Romania before it was converted to a hotel many years later. The lobby area here for the check-in is just gorgeous. You got these grand stairs, and then there's just really cool architectural features because, again, historical building. As we walk past the check-in desks, here you can see the main dining room or restaurant off to the left where they serve lunch and dinner. And behind that is the lobby bar area and lots of seating back here. This area is beautiful. The architecture, again, is gorgeous. There's like this giant panoramic skylight overhead, and it just really shows that we're in a really old building, but a really well renovated one. And behind the lobby bar is the breakfast dining room, which currently isn't in use. I had a look at the bar menu here, and it did look pretty good, and they've got some nice scotches, but it's a little too high priced for our tastes. They've got a 25-year-old single malt Macallan, and that is about 495 Canadian per shot. The fitness center is pretty well equipped. There is a full rack of weights there that goes from 2 kilograms all the way up to 30 in like 2 kilogram increments, and that's the most impressive set of weights we've seen on our travels, period. There's a bunch of different strength machines. There's treadmills, stationary bikes, ellipticals, a couple of benches. Very, very well equipped. Welcome to our room here at the Marmorosch. Now, for this hotel, we actually booked this with a free night award on Cory's credit card account, on her Marriott Bonvoy account, and so she has gold status, which we weren't expecting to get an upgrade, but at check-in, they did upgrade us to a gold deluxe room, which is a very, very beautiful room here. So as you come in, right to the right, this big closet, a coffee and tea station, safe, and a little mini fridge. And then to the left is the bathroom, which is very, very modern for such an old building. It's obviously been renovated, very nicely appointed. Big shower area here, rainfall and everything. Moving into the room, we've got a fairly large TV on the wall there. We've got a desk area. There is actually some fruit that we received as a welcome gift for having Marriott Elite status. A little comfortable armchair, a couple of bottles of water, and a king-size bed, which looks pretty comfortable. Oh yeah, that's comfortable. And technically this is a street view, city view room. So we're looking across at a couple of old buildings. That one actually looks like a bit of a construction area, but at least there's windows.
This hotel, especially coming from the Orient Occident from Istanbul, is so beautiful. It's really cool staying at two very, very beautiful hotel properties back to back. It's unfortunate because you compare one to the other. There's not really a comparison. They're both old. They both have like some beauty to that and just their own charm. So to compare them, it's just not fair.
Yeah, I agree. We've gotten lucky. We're doing 2 5-star hotels, like 5-star luxury hotels back to back, which we don't normally do. That's not usually in our travel budget, but we are paying for both of these with free night awards that we get through our Marriott Bonvoy American Express cards. And so that's how we're able to do this. And gotta say, I love it. It's really cool. These properties are just gorgeous. The architecture is so neat. And again, this building here, the Marmorosch in Bucharest here, was a commercial bank. And of course, I was a banker, and so that part of me loves the fact that we're just staying in an old bank building tonight.
And on another note, first impressions of Romania, it feels like home. Almost identical. It's got a lot of green space. The weather is a lot more mild. Just even driving, it's like being back home. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah, the drive in from the airport was pretty mellow. No crazy aggressive driving like we've experienced in Turkey and in, pretty much all the Southeast Asian countries we've been in. And to Cory's point about the weather being mild, it's actually cloudy and a little bit drizzly and rainy today and only about 23 degrees. So yeah, feels right at home for us. It's not 40 degrees and 80+% humidity. So it's a nice change of pace, although I think we did look at the weather forecast and it is going to warm up again in the next few days.
Yeah, I'm laughing. We're heading into another heat wave. So hopefully we switch to the Airbnb tomorrow. Hopefully that is a very good Airbnb. It has really good reviews and we'll show you that.
Anyways, for now, we're hungry and we're going to get some dinner.
2 hours later.
We have had dinner. And now we're heading back downstairs to the lobby because this hotel has one more really cool feature that we're going to show you. We are heading to the vault. Like we said before, this hotel used to be Romania's first commercial bank, and they've actually repurposed the bank vault that's behind me into a bar. It should be pretty cool. It's loud in there, so we're not gonna be able to talk much in there, but we'll show you around. We're sitting upstairs now in the vault bar. Placed our drink orders, and it's a little loud with the music, but I love the vibe here. The banker in me is just giddy right now because I'm sitting in a bank vault and about to have a drink. And as you can see beside me, these are the old safety deposit boxes, and they've left them all intact, which I just think is really fun. Drinks have arrived. That's good. It's sweet. This is one of their special drinks. It's called a Gold Bar, and it's basically, think whiskey sour. So it's whiskey and lemon juice and egg whites shaken, so there's the foam on top, but it's got peach puree and an apricot liqueur, so it's actually quite a bit sweeter than a typical whiskey sour would be. It's a touch sweet for my taste, but it's very refreshing.
I don't drink a lot. I can't remember the name of the drink. I know it has elderberry flower, elderberry juice in it. I think it's elderberry, cucumber, lemon, and there was a couple others. It was supposed to be gin. I switched it up for vodka. Oh, that's really good. Sour, but still sweet. The vodka's a bit much. I think they put a little bit too much in it, but I like it.
All right, I think that's where we're gonna call it tonight. We're gonna sit down here and enjoy our drinks in this really cool bar. What do you think of Bucharest so far?
I mean, it's been less than 24 hours. I like it. What I see of it, I really enjoy. This hotel is a really good step into Romania, and I'm looking forward to exploring.
Yeah, same. So thanks very much for joining us on our travel day to Bucharest, Romania. We hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up, give us a like, and make sure you subscribe.
And join us in our next video for more adventures. Until then, stay curious and keep exploring.
That is gonna do it for tonight. We're gonna enjoy our drinks and call it a night, I think. So thanks very much for joining us.
This hotel, actually, especially coming from the Marmorosch Inn, or no, the